morning. Okay, it is now March 27th, and as you guys know, I've been talking about the boy's birthday coming up, and it is officially here. So what I'm going to start with this morning is, one, I'm going to make myself some breakfast. So I'm going to have some toast with a fried egg and some avocado because I love avocado and I just stocked up again, and have a little coffee with it. So let's just get started with making some foodsies. And then I'm going to show you guys how I make the hot, sensational Korean new coffee that everyone's been raving about or talking about on TikTok, where like you whip the coffee and it becomes this like whipped caramel color type of thing. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. That is breakfast. Pretty good combo. So everybody been talking about this Korean TikTok viral coffee, so I'm going to show you how I make it. I changed the recipe just a little bit because I like my coffee a little bit sweeter and not so strong, so I'm just taking instant coffee. And the recipe says to do 2 tablespoons of it. I'm only going to do 1 and a half because I don't need my coffee to be that crazy strong. And then it's supposed to be proportional, right? So like 2 tablespoons of coffee, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of water. The only difference in mine is that I just do 1 and a half tablespoon of coffee. And then I'll go ahead and I'll do the 2 tablespoons of sugar and the 2 tablespoons of water. And so now it's gonna look a little bit like this. So you can do this with a spoon or a fork because I've done it with a spoon, at least before I've done it with a spoon and a fork. It does take, I think, about 5 minutes of just whipping. So what I did is I went and I got a little tiny itty bitty whisk because I heard some guy on the internet talk about how using a whisk was so much faster, and I just got this at Target. Boom. So that's kind of the consistency you want, where it begins to kind of all just kind of get together and it's no longer separating and just kind of becomes this big, goopy, whipped coffee. If you keep whipping, like eventually you will get there. I promise you that. You will get there. Okay, now a lot of people put like the ice, the milk, and then this stuff on top. When I did it that way, it was so fucking messy and it just looked bad. And then my boyfriend actually saw a different video and they put this stuff at the bottom of the cup and then the ice and the cup and the milk. So that's how I'm gonna do it because that worked out much better, and I'm gonna show you guys. And I don't really know. I think that that's kind kind of where like the spoon comes better in hand. You'll end up with about, you know, 2 spoons of, oh man, I'm totally making a mess. I was trying to avoid the making a mess part, but I mean, I don't know how they get it to look so pretty, because like none of the times I've tried it has it looked pretty. It's always kind of looked like this, a little bit of a mess. So I'm just gonna pretty much put it like that. I mean, it's a mess. I'm sorry guys. It ain't cute. And then I'm gonna add my ice. If you guys can see, like, this is our current situation. And what I've realized is put the milk, if you have a Starbucks cup with a measure, just put the milk up to here, and it's the perfect milk coffee ratio. See what happens right now, which is why it makes sense that you put it at the bottom. So this will begin, the coffee and the ice cubes begin to lift the actual coffee. And so now that you're at this stage, I mean, you know, you can go ahead and use your spoon, and that'll get all the stuff off of your spoon. Like, yeah, aesthetically, you do the damn thing for the aesthetic, but ultimately, you know, let's do this one. We're getting there, people. Maybe treat it like a chocolate caliente. Chocolate caliente for the win. We got a little bit of a frothiness up top because of that thing. And then what I typically do is I actually go ahead and add whipped cream. I'm not going to add it today because I feel like with the little frothiness of the thing, you're good. And now you've got this delicious coffee. Over here trying to make some frosting, fucking whipped frosting, and I fucked up the recipe, and so now I have to start all over again. I broke a plate. I'll insert the clip so you can see the mess that I did. Oh, things aren't going as planned. This thing just like fucking shattered on me because I'm an idiot. And cooking is not my forte. Now that's a fucking mess. And besides the fact that I had already fucked up my recipe to begin with, I tried to salvage it. And obviously, it did not go as planned. So that's where we're at. One thing I did do right was my crushed strawberries. And all I did for that was literally just crush them like this. Cut them into small bits and then crush them like that. And then I was going to show y'all like the big magic, but apparently I'm an idiot. So I'm just going to show you. And hopefully we do better this time around. So when cracking the egg, you know, you're not just going to like break it in. Because you want to get the egg white. Now this is my first time doing this. So it's not like I'm a pro or anything, and you just kind of take it back and forth with your shell to get all the egg white out. And then we're going to take a mixing bowl, and I got this off of a YouTube video. I'll link it down in the description. Now we're gonna do 2 cups of heavy cream. I have one that's already open because I already did this and fucked it up yet by adding the egg whites to this mixture, which you're not supposed to do. So boom. So it says pour 2 cups. I don't even know why there's a spoon in this bowl already, but obviously I felt like it needed to have a spoon at the top. 2 tablespoons of instant vanilla pudding. Right one. Get vanilla. Vanilla. You probably shouldn't be doing this, but... So there's 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons. And I'm just gonna put this right back up in here. And then it says to take 2 tablespoons of confectioner's sugar. I think that just means powdered sugar. I don't know why she said oh yeah, it says confectioner's powdered sugar. So for those of us who are not, you know, skilled in the world of whatever, cooking, baking, and she said 2 tablespoons of that. So 1. Look, I'm not a fucking genius over here, right? I don't know what I'm doing. But the girl put it on the internet and I'm over here trying to follow, but obviously I'm an idiot sometimes, so. And then whip it. And it's gonna turn out being like a whipped thing. Like it's all gonna be whipped together and it's gonna be like a whipped thing. And this is supposed to get like thick. So I don't know how long I'm supposed to be doing this for. My shoulder is so sore at this point, but look, we got cream, and all it took, what did it take? I don't even remember. This is great, guys. This is fucking great. I think this is how it's supposed to be. All right, now we're gonna move on. She adds 2/3 cups of sugar. So I have this little 1/3 here thingy. So I'm just gonna add 2 of these. And that should be 2/3. 2/3. Guys, I'm a messy ass person. So 1. 2/3. And then she actually cooks it in like a pot. So I'm gonna go cook it on a pot. I'm so happy this is working out, guys. And so she just kind of now whisked this stuff. So we're gonna do this again. Yo, I'm gonna be so strong by the end of this. So strong. So after a lot of whipping, this is kind of what we have, and I think that's as good as that's gonna get because it just didn't turn out as good as I was hoping. It still doesn't look like homegirl, so we're gonna mix it in. And honestly, I would say that you could do this without the egg whites, but I'm not the fucking chef, so try it at your own risk. Like, that one alone was pretty good. But, you know, let's go ahead and kind of mix. And then we're going to go ahead and add our strawberries, which, like I said, these are fresh strawberries, and I just kind of mashed them with... Look at that. Oh, shit. I'm feeling like a fucking baker right now. You could probably do this with like other flavors. Like you could probably do this with cherry. You could probably do this with like bananas or pineapple. Ooh, pineapple sounds really good actually. And then she says that you have to refrigerate it for about from 30 minutes to an hour before actually using it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll start on project number 2, which is the actual dinner. Okay, so we've let our stuff sit for like of an hour, I think, and I found this clear plate, which I thought was really cute. And they came out really easily. There we go. Super easy. So I'm planning on stacking them like this, so we have like a flat top here, or maybe I'll stack it like that. I don't know. But I'm gonna use this filling for this middle chunk here, and I'm just glad these little cakes came out fine and not too crazy stuff. Now, I don't know how to frost a cake or anything crazy like that, so but look, I think it's pretty good. So I'm making a veggie lasagna because my boyfriend's been vegetarian now for like 4 months, which has been a lifestyle change for both him and me, even though I'm not vegetarian and I don't want to go down that route. So I have some bell peppers, red and green, some onions, and some tomato. And then I'm gonna add some zucchini that I had left over from yesterday, but I hadn't thought about this until today, literally a few minutes ago. So I'm gonna take these out of the bag and I'm gonna go ahead and mix them in here. This is where we're at on boyfriend surprise, yada yada yada. It's taking way longer than I thought. Okay guys, so here I took all my vegetables and now I'm mixing it in with the ricotta cheese. And basically what we're going to be doing is doing like a layer of sauce, a layer of this mixture, some mozzarella, and then the next layer the same. So that's what we got going on right now. And it's smelling delicious. And I'm excited. For sauce, I'm using the Bertolini sauce, which is one of my absolute favorites. I love this brand for sauce. I use this all the time. So I've already got my plate. I got my first layer of sauce, little pastas, and these are gluten-free oven-ready lasagna. So basically what that means is you don't have to worry about cooking it. You just put it in, and then when it goes in the oven, it'll cook in there, and you'll be good to go. So here is our lasagna looking bomb.com. Yep, let's get the close-ups. I've got some bread in the oven. This is our Caesar salad, or not a Caesar salad, an Italian salad. And I use the Olive Garden dressing for this. And then we've got our birthday cake. This is today's breakfast. Some vanilla Dannon Light and Fit yogurt with some strawberries, blueberries, and granola. So something very light because we're going to be heading out soon. So just easy peasy. So like I mentioned, we're going to be going on a little drive because I mean that's really all you can do during the current circumstances. Like you really can't be doing anything else. Because shit is just crazy and that's the world we live in. But I'm bringing my Starbucks cup and I have this A Good Earth tea, and I don't know what the flavor is exactly, but basically I just put cold water in here and I put ice and I just put the tea bag. So instead of making it with like hot water, I make it with cold. But yeah, we're just gonna go, you know, drive, go see some poppy flowers and stuff like that. you know, hopefully there's no one else there. It's a Monday, March 30th. But I know that people are only supposed to be going out for like essential necessities, so we're literally just gonna drive. We're not even gonna really do anything else other than that. My nails are busted. I'm gonna go do them later on today or tomorrow, so I'll show you guys. But yeah, that's the plan.